Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This weekend we're vending the Artist Alley in GalaxyCon Columbus.
When I tell you it's so cold out here, guys, it's like 15 degrees outside. Looks like you already got cars like lining up to load in and stuff. So I need to hurry. Also, I forget that it's actually Friday, not Saturday, so that would also explain why it's a little bit more busy in here, because people actually have jobs, you know? Alright, it's actually not very busy in here, thankfully. Let's see if we can find these badges. So bad news, I woke up for nothing. They don't have badges yet, but this artist is amazing. Hopefully Caroline is okay with me posting this, but look at this art, bro. This is one of my favorite booths that I've seen so far. I've seen them before, but this art, man, I love this style. It reminds me a lot of my childhood, like Cartoon Network art style, but it's fantastic. I don't understand the talent of some of these artists, man. I really don't get it, because like, straight up, how do you do this stuff, man? I feel like I'm such an amateur compared to everyone that I see. I don't know, man. It's imposter syndrome at the worst, I swear, but... Okay, so check in. It is 8:26. They don't have badges yet, so I really didn't have to come all this way. But, really I wanted to get the bags because I don't have enough sleeves for all the art that I have. So two things that I'm missing right now that I really wish I had at the moment. One being my sublimation sleeves that I usually sell my art with, and my phone stand to record while I sit in my booth. Those two things are gonna really throw me off. I gotta figure out, I guess, a game plan, because I don't know if you guys are familiar with downtown areas, but they usually don't have like the big stores. They usually don't have like the Walmarts and the Targets and stuff. So everything's like 6-7 miles away. I don't have a car. I'm Ubering. I figured I wouldn't have to Uber very much, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, headed to the show. Got a bunch of stuff in this crate here, and yeah, that's all me. This is Friday. Just kind of check it. Shouldn't take too long. The show starts in 15 minutes, but I'm in the very back, so not too worried. The irony of the fact that I've been to this line 3 times with no one here before the badges were ready, and now the line's long as heck when I'm finally at it. One thing that I noticed while setting up yesterday and while setting up today is that it is really cold in this convention center, specifically where I'm at. I hope it warms up, yeah, because it's freezing. Show's officially started. I'm still freezing over here, but there are quite a lot of people in the convention, but the convention is so big that it's hard to even see it. But this is what the booth looks like. You just go straight back that way. They're on that. They're like the far. Eventually, you're gonna run into the celebrity aisle, but it'll probably be blocked off by the white. That table's had a line this entire day. They're killing it, whoever they are. It looks like a K-drama character. Yeah. So, things are going smoothly, I guess. I am trying to get my tablet to download this, but it's giving me issues. Hopefully it works. I really hope it works. It's so cold in here that I literally have to put my hoodie on. I mentioned it to one of the ladies on the front. She said she would see what she could do about it, but I mean, I'm still freezing. So. Okay, it's 20 minutes till the end of the show. I am freezing still. Not a terrible show so far compared to all my other shows, bro. Like, obviously, you can always do better, but compared to my last shows, I am doing a lot better. So, there's that. I did a couple things to like prepare for next weekend, because next weekend I have Anime 405, but I don't know how prepared I'll be. Really, I got 5 days, so I wasn't really expecting my gaming mats to sell as fast as they did, but like I literally sold. I had like I want to say I had like 9 before I started today, and now I have 6, and that's like a third, but I have 1 more Madara, and I have 2 League of Legends and 3 Shikamarus. Plenty of people came by and said they liked the Shikamaru mats, so I'm assuming at least one of them will sell tomorrow. Like I said, I want all of them to sell because I don't want to have to travel back with that. But yeah, I was hoping it would be a slower pace. Like, I didn't want to be out of stock before, Saturday. But I mean, one of them is out of stock officially. So, but I was looking into the timing of like shipping and stuff for Anime 405, and I might be able to get it to my apartment by Friday, or the hotel that I'm going to go to by Friday. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, show tomorrow starts at 10 a.m. I'm kind of excited to see what the crowd looks like, since the crowd today was pretty crazy. Sell wise, I made back table, so that's awesome. But that's all I made back. So, but happy about that, because I mean, comparing to even last year, I didn't make table back till the second day. So that's good. I just gotta hope that the inventory that I packed is appropriate, which we already know that the gaming mats wasn't. So like I said, I'd rather sell out than not sell at all, right? But of course, if you're selling out too early, then that means you didn't prepare appropriately. Like, the idea is to sell out on Saturday, not to sell out, or like by the end of Saturday, not at the beginning of Saturday. So Saturday's gonna be a long day. It's 10 to 8, so yeah, 10 hours. So we'll see. This today was torture for me personally, because they have the convention super cold, and I was freezing my butt off where I was. I even emailed the director of the convention and was like, hey, can you please like do something about this? I haven't heard back yet, even now, but it was bad. Everybody in my little square was freezing, and even the customers coming by were like, oh, it's cold over here, and it's like literally freezing, bro. I felt like I was in a freezer, or like if y'all ever did retail, like a dairy cooler. It was pretty bad. And do that for freaking 6 hours, that's a long time. And then I gotta add 4 more hours to that tomorrow, so pray for me, guys. Alright, good night. Good morning. So show starts in 30 minutes. Dressed and ready to go over to the convention across the way. A couple minutes trying to figure out a way to get the stand to work, or a stand to work, because I noticed I can't really film as authentically as I usually could, and I kind of made this interesting self stand. It's a cup, and I just cut a little a little slit down the cup, and I'm gonna put a paperweight on the inside, and the cup will just sit in. I mean, the phone will just sit in the slit. I'll cover the slit with the with like tissue or something so that it doesn't scratch my phone up. But yeah. I've been using my Solus all day. It wasn't doing bad, but the connection's kind of gotten slow for me, so I switched back to my hotspot on my phone.
Let me know. Are you guys from the Ohio area?
Yeah, we're from Ohio.
Nice. The stickers are $3.
$3. I would like your.
Yeah. I'll ask you a couple questions here.
It is 5:30 on Saturday.
Minutes till close. It's been a long day. I'll recap you guys after this little snippet of time. I'm gonna try to see the cosplay consoles.
I'm back at the room. I went around a little bit, had dinner at this local pub, had a burger, couple drinks, then I walked around the convention one last time. I tried the events, cosplay contests, burlesque shows. Left the burlesque show a little early because it wasn't necessarily what I was, I don't know. But, yeah, so I started another video as I was leaving the bar talking about a few things, and I'm going to omit that part from this video.
Good morning. It is Sunday, the last and final day of the show. Like I always do in my conventions, I like to go around the artist alley and just kind of show you guys how big or how small or how complicated or complex these artist alleys can be. This one in particular, notorious for being super huge. They added so many tables this year, so I was walking for a while, just going through the aisles. It was a little overwhelming, and I can see how that could overwhelm some customers who are first timers. I met a lot of first timers this event, and yeah, it's a good show to be at for your first time, but if you're not with the right people, you can get lost in the sauce real quick. But yeah, they had like legit 25 lanes of art, and yeah, I mean, I hope everyone did well.
That is, so the Cyberpunks built their own.
I had a lot of issues with.
I didn't like have time, but like I saw on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, it's just me running around doing crazy stuff. What's your name?
Oscar.
Oscar, and you go by Dagger or Dog Ear. There you go.
Well,
Okay.
you know me.
There you go. And
All right, it is Sunday, final day of the show. It is 11 o'clock. We are here till 5:30 before I have to leave for my flight at 7:44. We'll see how it goes. I'll do my best to vlog traffic and interactions as much as I can. Sorry if yesterday was lackluster, but we'll see what we can do today. I have a lot of those prints in small sizes as well. I'm the artist. Hey there. I like the cosplay. It looks great. Dying down for just about everybody now. At about 3:15. Okay, guys, I am back from GalaxyCon Columbus 2026. This is a little recap, but before I get started, full disclaimer: regardless of what happened to me, what I went through, how I experienced the show, what I made, what I didn't make, what I profited, what I didn't profit, regardless of all of that, every single one of us will have a different experience. Depending on our situation and depending on our circumstances. So take what I say with a grain of salt. This is just my experience alone. Please learn from my mistakes. Please use the advice that I could give you to try and make an educated decision on whether or not you want to go to the show, whether or not you want to vend this show. But please don't base your decision solely off of this video. The last thing I want to do is give anyone the wrong impression and make them think that, you know, this is something that like is a guaranteed success, and in real life, nothing's ever guaranteed, not even for the greatest people. So
that being said, thank you guys for watching the video and using this to help make your decision. But again, please use other sources, use other communication channels to make the best decision for you and your situation. But regardless of that, I'm proud of you guys for putting yourself out there and taking a big step towards vending and being an artist and being out in public trying to sell your passion or pursue your dreams. There's nothing that could ever go wrong when you are really following what you love and what you believe in. So again, proud of you guys, and I want to see every single one of us succeed and eat, and I pray that we can all make it one day. I believe that if you believe in yourself and you work hard, that things will eventually come into place. Now, my recap for the show. I'll start with the cons for the convention. So first con, one of the biggest cons that I had personally was my location. Now see, last year I was placed in the corner of the show, and I assumed that because I was returning, I'd get a automatic better position in booth, but that didn't happen. In fact, I was only like one row over from where I was originally, still at the very end of the artist alley. Now, that was only a small con out of the list, but it was what came with being in that position that really made it suck so much, because for some reason that area that I was in was freezing, and Friday was probably the worst day ever. I felt like I was standing outside most of the time. I felt like I was standing literally in the middle of the street. It was 15 degrees outside in Columbus, Ohio. And it felt like I felt every bit of that. I don't know why. I don't know what was going on, but it was freezing cold. I had my jacket on. I had my hoodie on. I had my hoodie and my jacket zipped all the way up. And I was pretty much just standing there shivering, trying to make sales here. So that was like 6 hours of that, bro. And it was pretty terrifying, pretty uncomfortable, really. I was really uncomfortable. And in fact, I sent an email to Kurt, which I don't think he saw it, but saying, hey, can you please do something about this? Because this is really uncomfortable for not only me, but everybody in rows Q and P. I'm sure felt the same. Like, it was freezing. Luckily, Saturday was a lot warmer. Sunday was more chilly than Saturday was, but not quite as bad as Friday. Friday was terrible. So that sucked. I thought I was going to get sick. I'm very grateful that I didn't. But please be mindful that that's a possibility for anybody in those back corners, that you might want to bring something to keep you warm, especially in December in Columbus, Ohio. Other con that I had really was just the fact that they increased the size of the convention so much. Of course, if you guys saw the last video that I made in GalaxyCon, it was really packed, like people everywhere. All different regions came to this convention. I met people from all over, and that was awesome. That was great. I felt like the size of the convention last year was perfect, actually, and it was not really like what's the word I'm looking for? It's basically, it wasn't like I had to work so hard to get people to support my business, because there weren't so many options. Like last weekend, the artist alley was basically like half of the convention. Half of the convention itself was pretty much artist alley, from all the way from the voice actor booths to the back of the convention was just pure artist alley cut in half. Then the other half was all vendors. And so I think it might have been 15 or 20 lanes of artists. So think about that. That's a lot of booths and businesses that have different products, different variety of products. You might have spent all your money before you even get to the end of the end of the artist alley. And so that being said, I met some really cool people. I am glad that the people that did come and had a good time, but it was definitely really, really saturated with artists This year, and the booth were still about $400. So like we didn't get cheaper booths because they brought in more artists. They just kept it the same price, and we had more. We had to work harder to make tables. So $400 table, and you have 300 artists. It's hard to compete in that situation. Either you're really popular or you're not. So I would say that's the biggest con. Which I hate to think of competition against other artists because there are so many fantastic artists that go to these shows. But I always see GalaxyCon as a beginner con or as a opportunity for beginner artists like myself. Like last year, it was literally my 4th or 5th con that I ever been to. I see it as a beginner show for artists like me to get a chance to experience what it's like to vend a real show and to learn from that and to grow from that. But it's hard when not only is a table cost super expensive, but they have a million other artists there. So you really don't learn anything. It's just a lot of negative reinforcement for people who are young and inspiring artists who want to continue to build and grow their business. It can be kind of discouraging because you have these fantastic artists everywhere and there's so many of them, that it makes it hard for people to see you and spend money at your booth when, there's 300 other artists here who might have more experience versus like last year where there might have been 200, 150. I don't know, but it was definitely a lot bigger this year. So those are the cons for my experience in GalaxyCon Columbus, Ohio, 2026. Now let's get to the pros. Okay, so pros for this weekend. One of the biggest pros is that I genuinely do enjoy seeing artists win. Artists succeed, artists achieve things that they've always dreamed about, and make things a reality out of, sorry, I get really bug-eyed. And they make the dreams that they have a reality. Their hard work pays off, essentially. I really enjoy it. Plenty of people that I've met personally, Hustle Arts, Martial Arts, Claridactyl. These are artists that I've met recently that did really well this show, and they always do well. They work their butts off, and it really pays off, and I enjoy seeing them win so much because they are genuinely so nice, and they deserve it. They really do. I did meet a couple of new people. Unfortunately, I didn't really get the company name for the nice people behind me, but they had their first convention this time, and they saw one of my videos, and they talked to me, and I'm wishing them the best of luck. I'm hoping they don't give up on anime conventions because I know this show didn't really do as they thought it would, and I hate that for them. But I'm really hoping that they continue to pursue the dreams of being creatives, and they continue to show up for themselves and put themselves out there. It was nice to meet you guys officially. Sorry I didn't get your business name or business card before you guys left. And I met Dog Ear, who is a up-and-coming artist as well. Really cool fella. He stopped me as I was recording Artist Alley and talked to me a little bit because he also recognized me from YouTube. Really dope person. His art's amazing. You guys go support. And he's based in Chicago and traveling, doing his thing, all by himself. So I really respect it. He's gonna be big one day. What else was I gonna say? The people right next to me, let me see. So the problem is, I got a lot of cards, but I didn't have a lot of time when packing. Again, I apologize, guys, for not getting your information down. I love to give shout outs, so maybe if we cross paths again, I can get your information. Or you can always just comment below and let everybody know who you are and what you represent and, your goals and aspirations. So I met my booth neighbors. These guys were always busy. They were busy the entire time. Literally they had piles and piles of people by them, supporting them, buying from them instantly, like no questions asked. They were like, yeah, give me this, give me this, give me that. They were killing it. And this is why I refuse to believe you can't make it as a print artist, because although it wasn't their art, they were proxying for their cousin who's based in Canada who can't make it. It's these guys. They make this company, this artist makes really good artwork, landscape based art that really tugs at your emotions. It displays familiar scenes from your favorite anime, your favorite fantasy films. They did great. They probably broke 10K this weekend. They were killing it. I mean, yes, it was hard. It's always hard because I'm always sitting next to someone who is killing it, and it makes me want to compare myself to them really badly. But I'm not in their situation. I didn't work as hard as they did. I don't know the situation that this artist had to go through to get to the skill or technique that he developed or that they developed. So I cannot judge myself based off of them. Yes, I wish my table was as busy. I wish I did as well. It would have been nice. And yes, it was incredibly lonely sometimes being surrounded by customers who weren't my customers. They were, they were spilling over from the other booth. It is what it is, right? I said in one video, people are going to buy what they love, and I cannot make them buy from me if they don't love my stuff. I just got to make stuff that they love, and that's really all there is to it. Also, side note, if you guys see me and you recognize me or whatever, if you just want to talk, let's just talk to me. I know I might have this resting face that makes me look mean or maybe angry. I get that a lot. I'm not. I'm a nice dude. I think I'm pretty down to earth. So please stop, talk to me. You guys are my people. You artists are my people. And it's nice to have someone to talk to, and especially when I'm bored or sitting there by myself with nobody at my booth for I'd go 20-30 minutes before I had a customer. So if you guys ever want to just talk and just chat, whatever, just let me know. I'm down. I get really envious of seeing all these groups of artists that recognize each other and that hang out after shows and stuff. And I mean, I'm pretty much just soloing it these days, unless my buddy's hanging out with me or my girlfriend's coming with me. So if I'm by myself, please, I'd be happy to hang out. But anyway, going again, I met this artist, Kura. Really amazing art. Did fantastic as well. I wish I had have been able to talk to her more about her booth, but because I'm still trying to figure my booth out. But that's their contact, and this is Dog Ears contact. You guys can find them here on all those socials. There, go follow, support, and love. And I also got a card. I know I got a card from them, but they were called Lore Illustration, and they also were killing. They were right across from me as well. Genuine people. I can see as they interact with the customers, this is their passion, this is their love, and I wish them the best, and I'm proud of them for doing so well. So, so I just love seeing the artists succeed. Go artists. Pro number 2, the people that attend this show. So I know not all of them were from Ohio, or either from Columbus or Ohio, but the people that attend this show always show up. They always show love for artists. They love to support artists, and they are not afraid to spend money on artists. And I love that, and I really appreciate them. This show still is, even if this year wasn't, spoiler, as good as last year. This is still my favorite show because of how nice and supportive these people are, not just to me, but to all artists that they see and they like. They will compliment you. They will follow you. Even if they can't afford to buy print, they will still support you online. They'll share your stuff, whatever. They'll recommend it to a friend. These guys are amazing. And all you guys that attend it, all the attendees, you're awesome. Love you. Thank you. Just to kind of keep it short, that's the big thing. I love the people, and my hotel location was number 3.
Now, I don't make enough money to be living in fancy hotels during these shows, but I did it anyway because it was super, super, super cold and I didn't want to walk super far in winter. But if I had have stayed at a cheaper hotel, then maybe I would have done better as far as profits. And that's just my fault. But I enjoyed the hotel location. It was connected to the convention center via skywalk, so I didn't have to go out in the cold very often, only to get food or go get other things that I forgot on my travels. But yeah, now as for how I did, Friday I made a total of 13 sales. Saturday I made a total of 41 sales, and Sunday I made 18 sales. And with all of that, I managed to break exactly even. In fact, I made like $3. So yeah, versus the profit of like $800 last year. Yeah, no profit at all. $3 maybe. Yeah, I definitely felt really humbled a lot during the show. Like I said, I always feel like, in a sense, I don't really belong in these conventions, even though I'm supposed to be an artist, right? I'm supposed to be in a place where I relate to everybody here, because we all love fantasy, sci-fi, anime, video games. We love all that stuff. But I mean, when I tell you, man, I don't know. There's a lot of moments this weekend where I was genuinely just like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like, I'm an isolated person, or, no one even wants to come up and, just talk to me, or I don't know. It was a weird feeling. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I'm trying to work on that and not feel excluded, not feel like people avoid me. But I think maybe it's like I said, I think it's my facial expressions. I try to smile at people, but maybe I'm being weird. I don't know, but I'm working on it, guys. Anyway, that is my recap. And like I said, take everything I said with a grain of salt. If you come to the show, you might do amazing. If you come to the show, you might not do amazing, unfortunately. I'm still debating on if I want to return. Again, I love the people so much that I might, but I definitely got to change up some things. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Find me on my social medias. I really appreciate you guys so much. Keep doing awesome. Keep making art. Keep pursuing your dreams. Because I'm not stopping. I really want to sometimes. Because sometimes being rejected sucks. Not only just getting rejected to the cons, but in person. But I mean, I got no choice, man. I gotta keep working. I really, I don't know what I would do. But yeah, see you guys later. Next weekend I have Anime 405. This is the first time I've ever had two relatively big shows back to back. I don't know what I'm doing, so welcome to follow me with that chaos too. I'm gonna be doing a little prep vlog again, which I'm starting prep tonight, not waiting last minute, I promise. Which, I mean, it is kind of last minute still. I won't be able to get decimats in time. I didn't expect to sell basically all of them last weekend. Had very low expectations, but those did well. Those actually saved me a lot, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, peace. See you in the next video.